Okay, for today's lesson, we're going to have a reading assignment and then a writing assignment. You guys are going to make your first essay for this class. The topic I picked for our reading and writing assignment is the origin of the English language. And the reason I did that, or chose that topic, is if you have a basic understanding of the origins and the factors that led to the creation of the English language, you will better identify cognates. Because the rest of the week we're going to be talking about cognates, synonyms, and antonyms. So all this is available on our Google Classroom site, but I have it up here on the board. This is the address that you guys are going to use. Everybody here has internet access. If you need any help, of course, ask me. I'd be glad to assist you in going online and finding that. I'm sure you guys have that. So for beginners, I'm going to do a short presentation on the causes and the creation of the English language. And then you guys will read the article later in depth. So, few maps. Now, this is what Great Britain looked like during the Roman period. The Romans were there for 400 years, and they colonized much of the island, but not all, because the existing folks there were the Celtics, and they had their own language. But when the Romans left, then tribes from the continent, from what is now Denmark, Northwest Germany, the Netherlands, and Belgium. These guys here all spoke a very similar language, the Germanic language. And they settled onto Great Britain. As you can see by the different shades of color, this is where they settled, and these areas remained Celtic. They brought with them a Germanic language. Then later, a few hundred years later, the Vikings started arriving. And as you can see, they settled all over this area, and they made their raids, but they actually set down roots and brought their families into an area that they named Danelaw in Great Britain, and Normandy, Northmen, Normandy, and France, what is now France. And their language was very similar to the existing population. Then, William the Conqueror from Normandy conquered what is now England, and he created England. Now, the Vikings who settled in North France or northern France, they brought with them their Germanic language, but later adopted the French language. And the rulers of England, for many centuries, spoke an old form of French. The existing population spoke an old form of English, or Anglo-Saxon language. And over the centuries, those two languages merged and created the modern English language. That is why so many of the words that you guys see in Spanish look like English words, because they both have a Latin origin. They're the cognates, cognados in Spanish. But other words, the ones of Germanic origin, do not look anything like them. But usually in English you have a word and then a synonym of the word, and one's from one origin and one's from the other, and we're going to cover that tomorrow. But for today, I want you guys, right now we're going to take a break, and then for you to read this article here. Okay? When everyone's done, then we're going to cover the basic outlines of an essay. So go ahead and start reading. If you have any questions, I'm here. Let me know. Is everyone done? Okay, everyone? Good. Okay. Any questions on your reading assignment? Any clarifications needed? Just ask me. No questions? Okay. Well, I'm going to proceed on to the basic outlines of an essay. The first part, and you guys have all this at our Google Classroom site, If you have any trouble getting on, let me know, but I'm sure all of you guys have been on the site. Actually, I've seen that you have. And this is our instructions here. Okay, you have an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. And these are detailed instructions on creating your essay. Then you have additional tips that will help you when you're done. But you first need a worksheet. And this is the worksheet available. And you read the article, and you brainstorm, and you start plugging in ideas. And from that, those ideas from your basic outline, then you create sentences from them. And you create your rough draft, and you go back and you smooth it out, and then you go back once again and smooth it out again. So you do at least 3 copies, the rough, and then 2 smoother copies, at least, before submittal. So any questions on that? Okay, now start building your outline. Go ahead and download it from Google Classroom. Any questions, just ask me. And for the remainder of the class, you guys start building your outline, and I will walk around and field questions and give assistance when needed.